Alright class, in this video we're going to be looking at mineral hardness. Okay, so you have these 5 samples here, and we're going to be looking at, well, how hard are these minerals based on the Mohs hardness scale. So make sure you have the Mohs hardness scale. Remember, on the Mohs hardness scale, there are certain tools that we can use to figure out the mineral hardness or the general range of the mineral hardness. Okay, remember this. So we start off with the softest. The tools that we have our fingernail. So I'm using my fingernail here. Our fingernail has around the hardness of 2.5 on this on this Mohs hardness scale. Okay, so the smaller numbers mean they're softer, the larger the number, the harder the mineral is. Okay, so our nail is 2.5 on the scale. Then the next hardest is going to be our copper penny right here. It has a hardness of 3.5, so this is 3.5. Then we have a nail here, an iron nail. This has a hardness of 4.5 on the Mohs hardness scale. Then we go up. We have a glass plate here. This glass plate has a hardness of 5.5 on the scale. And then our streak plate has a hardness of 6.5. Now in your lab, when you do your lab, all your samples, I think all 14 samples, there are 2 minerals that are going to be harder than the streak plate. Okay, so just be aware of that. So we'll start off. I have my tools here. We have these samples. I'll move the rest of the samples out of the way and we'll get started investigating the hardness of the minerals. Okay, move that out of the way. Okay, so what I like to do is start off with the softest tool you have, which is our fingernail. Okay, so this is sample number 1 here. We have our tools here. So sample number 1, I get the mineral. I can zoom in for you. And then see if I can scratch with my fingernail. Doesn't look like I can. Not really. Okay, if I can't scratch it, then I go up to the next tool. Okay, so I can either get the mineral or and try to scratch it. Got some of the rust coming off. Let's see. Not really. And see if I can get this tool to scratch it. Definitely. So this tool is scratching this mineral. Okay, so remember what this tool is. So what does that mean? Okay. Okay. So I'm going to stop there because my tool is able to scratch this mineral. There's no point of going on because I know that these other tools are going to be able, if this can scratch this mineral, then the rest can scratch the mineral. Okay, if this 3.5 tool can scratch it, then the rest would. Okay, so now let's go to the next one, number 2. Have my tools aside here. Number 2. Okay, so let me get a, see that? My nail, I'm able to scratch it with my fingernail. Okay, so that means all the other tools will be able to scratch this as well. Yeah. Okay. So I'll stop there since I know that my fingernail is harder than this. So therefore, the other tools will also scratch this mineral. Okay. Let's go to number 4. Number 4. I'm unable to scratch it, so I go to my penny. Let's see if this mineral can scratch this penny here. Zoom in. Definitely left an indentation. Yes, see that indentation? So yes. So let's go to something harder. Let's see if I can, this nail, I'm unable to scratch with this nail. So I'm gonna get the glass plate here. Let me see if I can get a nice, let's try to use this section right here. I just left that there. So yes, so this mineral scratched the glass plate. So let me go to a higher tool since this glass plate is weaker. And the streak plate. Ideally, we don't want to use this because we use this for another tool, streak color. But for this case here, we will do our best. It's hard for you to see, but there is an indentation, so this mineral scratched the glass plate. Okay, see how there's an indentation right there. Okay, so this mineral scratched this glass plate. So that's our tools we have. So that is number 4. So let's go on to number 5. Number 5. There you go. Okay. Start with my nail. Focus. There you go. This is from the talc earlier. I'm unable to scratch it. So I go to the penny. Let's see if my mineral can scratch this. See if I can do it right on that scent right there. Definitely. I just left that mark right there. So this mineral is harder than this. So I'm going to move that aside. See if I can unable to scratch. Let's see if we can use, let's try to use this section right here. Definitely use that scratch, so yes. So that is a scratch left behind by this mineral. And let's see here. There is no indentation, but there is powder left behind, and that is the mineral that's left behind. Okay, so the mineral did not scratch this. Okay, and let's move on to our last sample, which is number 14. Lovely number 14. Okay, start with our fingernail, and I'm unable to scratch it. Let's go down to the copper penny. Let's see if I can leave another mark. Yes, this is a scratch that's left behind. Go on to another tool. I'm unable to do that, scratch that, so let's go to our glass plate. Let's use this section right here. There you go. So lift this scratch right here. Yep, that's scratch. Okay, let's go on to our next tool, which is this. Let's see if it leaves a scratch or if it leaves a mineral color. So that is the mineral color, and there's no indentation. So this mineral did not scratch this. Okay, and that is number 14.